Yes, you want to show everybody how much better your eye is doing? Yes, you do. So does this. Oops. Hi, everybody. Listen, you know, how are you? Yeah. Um, it's Friday. It's the first Friday of September. Today is September 3rd. So happy September. September needs to calm her tits because she has come roaring in. Son of a. I know. And you don't like that, especially when mama gets wound up. It does. Yes, it does. She just gets. Anywho, happy Friday. I hope you guys are all doing well. Tell me, say something else. A friend of mine used to say that. She'd get all feisty and somebody would get mouthy with her and she'd go, say something else. I'm like, I just thought that was the best. So yes, today is Friday the 3rd. This is Gidget. I'm Mia. And yeah, we have things to talk about tonight. I have all kinds of links. You know how now I like to share screen so you can see that. But I am broadcasting on my profile, on Gidget's profile, and actually on YouTube as well. So if I don't see your comments, sorry. But please comment. And yeah, so we have a lot to get into tonight. But this week, what an ass beater and a half. Sissy knows because we were just talking on the phone. Sissy, Louisa, right? Or Charlie would hear you'd say, honey. Charlie sends his regards. He can't be here tonight, but I'm here. India's here. Hi, babe. How are you? I wanted to go back and like your comment over on Heather's post. We just finished a whole week of inspirational workshop with my friend Heather, who I also do a lot of spirit work with. So, as always, please post your links because why not? Sissy, post your link to your interview today because I really would. I'm going to listen to it after I get done here. And I would love to have her on my podcast as well. Auntie says, hi, Gidget. Hey, India, post the link to your. Yeah, we do have that good juju to your Instagram. That would be awesome. Sorry, we got a little runny nose. We do, but we're fine. Hey, I had a COVID test last week. Did I tell you guys that? Because I went to India says hi, Gidget. Look at how she's in the pit in the tit, right? With the teats. She's got her teats on my teats. I've said the TIT word twice in this broadcast already, and that's pretty darn funny. Cool your tits to September because she for reals came roaring in, and it's not even a first full week of September. Anywho, as you saw on the graphic for this, Jesus, take the wheel, not that wheel. Yes, and I cannot wait to hear that too. We love good and vulnerable conversations, absolutely, especially when it's like just sharing to be like, hey, we're not perfect. And I got to tell you, that's what's going on in the world this week. We got a fuck ton, which is a metric other than perfect. As always, if you're listening to me and your kids are around, that's on you because you know better. Don't put me on speakerphone. Don't put me on speakerphone in public. And if your kids aren't used to the potty mouth, definitely don't have me on speaker. This week we had Ida who started and last weekend in New Orleans, and she just came running in like a bat out of hell. Kevin, hi friend, how are you? Honey, I still need to message me because I was going to send you something for your son and I can't remember what it was. We talked about this a while ago, but man, I've had a lot of sleep since then. And I was so glad you got to come to Colorado and have a good time, honey. Kevin and I have known each other since the way back when I had a perm in my hair. Let's just say that. So, mid 80s. She is a big, rude heifer, Ida. She just wouldn't quit at all. Wait, hold up here. Here's our girl, Sky. Sky, look what's behind me. I love seeing your face too. How are you, babe? I missed you so much. And Kevin, thank you for the grace on that. This is Sky's artwork behind me here. So Sky, feel free to post a link in because this thing she makes me so happy. This is Bill Reed's artwork, the angry bunny with the little carrot. Look at the nails on him. I love him so much. Bubby needs to make him into an NFT, which is a non-fungible token. If you are watching this, Ryan Leskus, I remembered. Yeah, this is gorgeous, India. Like this is, and I love that it's um has this like shiny on it, and then you can turn her different ways, which I love. I just think this is like an out loud and proud woman. She makes me so happy. Hi, Lisa. How are you? How are you doing out there, hon? Out on the West Coast. I'm gonna see if I can hang that back up. I might even hang it like a little crooked. So y'all, it's yeah. So first we start with Ida, which was interesting because I was in New York 2 weeks ago and left early because of Henri. He was being Henri. Still love saying that. And then here comes Ida with her really yeah, it does look like a mountain, India, with her and yes, hi Lisa, with her oof, she just would not quit. So, luckily the levees did well in New Orleans, but now they're out of power. Like literally it just goes tumbling into the water. So hopefully our new Secretary of Transportation, which is Pete Buttigieg, who by the way, congrats to him. Either he and his husband are expecting or they just had a child. Love him. He's doing good stuff, but he has his hands full. So there's a guy named Gary Chambers, and he's on Instagram. I love this guy. I know that I believe he's running for office, and he's doing a lot of really Gary Chambers Jr. He's an advocate and advocate. He was a former he was a former congressional candidate, so he did run. And I love him. I love him so much. He is out there and he's he's got an organization called Bigger Than Me, and that's where you can donate. So if you guys have links that you know are vetted and are going to the right place, I would say donating to biggerthanme.com/donate. This is Gary. He has been doing a lot of live streams. He shared that I shared a story the other day, and I got to tell you, it really made me happy. So yeah, please follow him on Instagram. Gary Chambers Jr. is his name. Biggerthanme.com donates if somebody wants to put that in. Well, thank you, Law. I appreciate that. Sarah's here too. Hi, love. Hi, cousin. Good to see you, Sarah. I know you got. I know we're getting wound up. Listen, I want everybody to share their opinion on what's going on in the world. There's some that I've got some clarifications for you because, as much as I love to, I wax angry, right? I found out that the phrase this week that I'm more like Peter than Jesus. I had to call Louisa and say, "What does that mean?" Because I think it means what I think it means. Which Peter, he's definitely in the he wouldn't use these words, but I would. He's in the fuck around and find. Like if somebody likes to fuck around and find out, Peter's going to be your guy. I too would be your gal for that too. Um, yeah, so got feisty this week. So yes, we have the hurricane. Now here's what's scary. So please, y'all, wherever you can donate. I don't know what donations. I'm sure Bigger Than Me would go to. That is what she said. Would go to um would go, I don't know if that would go to New Jersey and New York, but let's see. Does anybody have any links for donations for how the storm hit on the East Coast? Peter was rambunctious. He was, cousin Jack. I'm telling you, he would. He would. I love that. I love humanizing apostles and any of these figures. I love humanizing my guides. I love humanizing angels, and I don't mean like taking away their power, just making them more accessible to me, so that they can stay in my life. Because if I make them too lofty and unattainable, then I sort of lose my good power. In fact, I just got all cleaned up for you. My lashes are still hanging in there. Oh, and I got those Lashify. I'm gonna start doing my own lashes. Stay tuned for that. I don't know about that. But I just had a good long shower time, and that's when my guides really speak to me a lot. I just love it. Now, Sarah, listen. That's why Rahab tell me about Rahab again. I love it. Listen, Sarah's in a wicked state of fuckery, and I am as well. So listen, you some folks might get their feelings hurt today because y'all know that I am I'm definitely I vote blue. And we know that. But this is not even about political. Well, no, it is because Republicans, son of a bitch, with SCOTUS. I can't. Let's just send So please don't argue on this post right now. I'm not in for it. You can voice your opinion, but don't argue because I'll start deleting shit. I have heard of them, but these are even better. But I do like those two. Lulu loves those. Andy's here too. We have been getting fired the fuck up on social this week. But let me just give a special garbage bell shout out to Senator Susan Collins, who was so insistent when she said okay to Brett Kavanaugh that she repeatedly asserted that Kavanaugh considered abortion rights settled law. Well, apparently not. So special to Susan Collins because you knew, but you went ahead. This week, Rahab. Oh, yeah. See, thank you, cousin. I said she was a prostitute, but served as a spy for the nation of Israel, which allowed them capture. See, these are the heroes we need to be talking about. Who else has some heroes too? Because I saw this week. Oh my gosh, I listened to a couple of things that were talking about how we cannot name. We can mainly just name white males as heroes in history. We got to start the learning. I'm telling you, 1619 Project is great for that too, obviously, because we're learning history. So we got through Ida. And my beloved New York, Brooklyn got hit, like New Jersey got hit. Everybody I know is okay, but got to tell you, that thing came in hard. So think about the storm that went from New Orleans all the way up the coast and kept that fury going. Climate change, folks. It's no joke. Day after tomorrow. And if you have any links of I made a strong drink. Wish Charlie was here, you'd be like, I make them strong. This is Topo Chico. Oh, I haven't put the Topo Chico in, that's why. Topo Chico and tea, regular tea, a little bit of lemonade and vodka. There you go. Cheers. What do you guys drink? So yeah, if you have any links, again, please put in some links of things you're finding. If you go to my post from earlier this week about this SB 8 law that was just that the SCOTUS got involved in, and now Texas is like, woo-hoo-hoo! We're not gonna put laws. I mean, you can have all your guns. You don't really have to mask up, but we're watching your uterus. FML. You are not a basic bitch, cuz I like it. It's you do you, right? People get very up in arms about their pumpkin spice. Oh, look who's here. Now it's a party because Deborah's here, sitting next to my other darling lionesses, Andy, India, Sky. My first sergeant is my top father figure. He's a Black man from a fraternity and a prestigious background. I'm a white girl from the woods who learned so much. Thank you, sis. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love hearing these stories. And, Sky has some stories too, because she was in the military as well. Here's what we have to say about this. You love Texas and you don't love Texas. I got a couple of thoughts. Louisa lives in, is it Dallas or Fort Worth, Sissy? Because I met you when I visited in Fort Worth. My beloved Louisa lives there. My beloved Zelma lives there. And her daughter lives there. And Wen lives there. There's a lot of people I love there. So, I know we want to boycott Texas, but y'all, we have bigger fucking fish to fry. And it's not about boycotting. It's about donating. It's about supporting the politicians that can get guys like Abbott out of there. There really is. And yes. Thank you, Jack, for acknowledging my darling girl. Dallas, Sissy's in Dallas, right? India, yeah, the real issue, how vasectomies are reversible but not hysterectomies. There's a lot in that. There's so much in that we are not providing things. And please go look at the post that I did earlier this week. I did a lot of links with resources and stories and links and data and literature. And that's what I want you guys to do too. When you are posting, provide what you think would be a solution. And again, whether that's, go check out what Beto O'Rourke is saying. He's fired up. He does more now that he's out of office. He did a lot then. He does more out of office than a lot of people in office do. Pay attention, right? Hey, Dana. How are you, love? My nail gal. Did you see the little post I did about nails? She has this the not press on nails, color streak nails, and I love them. Post your link, post all your links, post any links that you have. Deborah, I'm sure you've had some good spill the tea this week. Deborah, you probably know about Rahab, right? Yeah, share the post, and then there's one that I love in there from a gal named Awesomely Lovey, Luvvie, and talked a lot about what she thought pro-life is, or should not is, but should be, and it's about actually pro-life. Now I need to find a link because you guys, the reason why Texas is so in our minds is because SCOTUS did get involved again. Fuck you, Susan Collins. I'm focusing on her because it was so intentional. You know how I feel about Kavanaugh and Amy Coney Barrett. I just want to kick her in her uterus today. That's not nice. But I'm mad. I'm mad because I want to, and there's some other things I want to talk about too, because it affects so many people, and it's not just Texas. So right now we have how many states with restrictive abortion laws. Let me pull this up here real quick. Where are you at? Let's look at the screen together. Would you like to? Let's see, share cam. Share screen. Okay, here we go. Share screen. There we go. And we're going to do this, and we're going to do this. There we go. Sarah says, here's your recent commentary on the issue. Thank you. Based on personal experience. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I love too. You guys, I shared a pretty personal story. I had several abortions when I was in my 20s. And guess what? It was something that, as a young white woman, I was able to safely and cost effectively not only have these abortions because my family was so fertile, even though I was on birth control, and without stigma, without a lot of cost, and also get good health care. Nobody's like pro-abortion, like, I mean, in the sense of like Oprah, like, you get an abortion and you get an abortion. Stop it. Stop thinking that way. And if you think that way, go somewhere else. I'm not here to educate you on that, because you got bigger fish to fry with whatever's going on in your world. Woo! Raising a daughter. This topic gets me heated. No offense meant, but our body's not yours, and it affects us deeply, physically and mentally. I will fight to the end for our freedom. Yes, you will, darling. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right, look at. Yeah, this is why Supreme Court breaking silence won't block Texas abortion law. New Mexico braces for influx right after Supreme Court allows Texas abortion restrictions. Let's see. States with most restrictive abortion laws. Let's see. Abortion laws by state map. Here we go. Y'all start paying attention to this, because again, it's not just here. This map shows states where abortion is legal. Why would this not be everywhere? Why would this not be everywhere? Where's my map? Okay. This is called fatherly.com, which, by the way, I'm sure this is I'm a little scared of that link, quite frankly. States with abortion. So if anybody has a link, because I'm having trouble like actually finding. 43 states prohibit abortions after specified point in pregnancy. Look at this. 43 states, y'all. I cannot even. Your mom's in Facebook jail? I did not know that. But yeah, post her link there. Yeah, 38 states require an abortion to be performed by a licensed physician. That's fine. 19 states require an abortion to be performed in a hospital, and 17 states require the involvement of a second physician. 43 states prohibit abortions after a specified point in pregnancy, with some positions exceptions provided. Here's the other thing that's really tough too. And I have literally heard some friends of my mom say this, and I just about lost my GD in mind of, that there's all these late term abortions. Who's got some facts on that? Because Trump loved to throw that around. And again, that women are not like, I'm going to carry this baby for 8 or 9 months and then just, I changed my mind. That doesn't happen. It doesn't. Stop being stupid. Not you guys. Anyway, oh my God, I am fired TF up. So there's that. So there's, just get the education, and then pay attention to what's going on in your state. Colorado is doing great. Now, I also saw a couple things today. Faye just shared this with me too. Let me pull this up, that Uber and that Uber and Lyft are going to cover legal fees for drivers in Texas under Texas abortion law. What? You gotta. This is why I said there's some mad news and some good news. You gotta love. Now I also know GoDaddy, even though they sort of had to be told, but they shut down the website where you could report people. I mean, the fact now that to me, um, when everybody complains about having to wear a mask and oh my god, Nazi rule. Let me give you something to fucking cry about. So shut up. My goodness. But it's when you're crying about that, but now all of a sudden you can start reporting people with these $10,000 bounties. Steve Sells is here. Hi, love. Will you share that on late term is best? Thank you, friend. Thank you. And honey, share your links for your amazing designs. Oh my gosh, if you've seen me in a pretty dress before, it's generally Steve's. Just saying. Mm. Sarah says, "Oh, babe, your baby died in utero at 6 months, and I was told I had to wait to miscarry or carry full term. I didn't want an abortion. My baby died." Honey, this is what I'm talking about. That's exactly right. Oh, honey, thank you for sharing that. My God, Sarah, there's so many people that have been through this, but I want to talk about it on a social justice piece as well. So thank you for that, sweetheart. Um, so yes, Lyft and Uber, they're going to cover that. The website's already been shut down. People were really doing that. But just imagine, and for me personally, I also I wasn't heartbroken when I decided not to have kids. My ex at the time couldn't have kids, and we tried a little bit, like a little bit of turkey baster situation, and then I was just like, man, I don't like all these drugs, and I was able to be at peace. Now I'm a matriarch without kids, just like Louisa is, right? But I know the heartache that people experienced and like that. Can you imagine having this baby and you, Andy, if you want to pop in on this, I know you have had conversations about your experience with having kids. And I really would like to have you on the show at some point too, of losing children or miscarrying, and I think you use a different term for it as well. But not only have the anger and the anguish of that, but then to have a doctor policing that your body was not able to carry it. Can you imagine? I just please think about these terms before you start spouting off, because I've had a couple passive aggressive comments of like, well, anyway, I'm not going to get into it because it'll make me mad. So here's some interesting things, though, I'd like to bring up. Are you still with me? How are you doing out there? Would you like to bong breathe real quick? Gidget's right here. We can bong breathe. And then we're going to go back to the rant. Okay, ready? Let's get our little booty on the chair on mama's lap. You got look at it, get the hands on the paws on teats. We're ready to go. Take a deep breath in. Cousin Jack, I see that comment. I totally agree. Hold it in like a big bong hit. Yeah. Throat breathe that out. Look at Mama, so weird. She is. This Mama's such a weirdo. Ready? Get that grounding. Get it. There we go. There we go. Man, that just took that cortisol down. Cousin says miscarriage almost puts blame on the mother for the loss of the child. From at this point, from this perspective with these doctors, oh, y'all, there's such a mess. It's such a mess, and I'm so sad that this time and effort, and these resources could be spent on childcare, on education, on care for the mom, on any kind of, oh my gosh, on birth control. Why is that not free? Don't get me started on luxury tax. Not that that does, but that's in that neighborhood. Cousin says that's what happened to my dear friend, military base wife. That they wouldn't perform an abortion, which is a DNC. Like that. It's just. I think when gynecology got taken out of the hands of women and put into these sterile, what's that fucking guy's name? Who's the father of gynecology? Oh, that guy's a punk bitch, because he actually tested on J. Marion Sims. Fuck that guy. Look that guy up because he's a yeah, garbage bell. Tested on women, tested on black women, women of color, because they were known to have less of a pain tolerance. Ugh. When it got taken out of women's hands and put into these sterile, not even listening to women, I can't. Yeah, marriage equality, honey, this is a slippery slope. All of this is. Dana's on it too. Amen. Yes, it truly, truly is. So, why I'm saying all this, and please put your links in here. Put your links on things we can donate to. There's different tiers. You know what I mean? There's donating for women to come to different states so they can have the care that they need. There's candidates, but I would say don't go with the bigger things. Like, I love NARAL, NARAL. I think I shared them as well. Listen, um Debbie, what's my darling Debbie's name? She just did a post that I loved. Debbie Shear. You guys aren't following her, go follow Debbie Shear. She's been on my podcast too. We talked about sobriety, and she did a lovely, lovely post. Where is it? Oh my gosh, I can't find it. It might be on Instagram, but it was so, so, so good. Um, yeah, that when they burn the witches, the healers, our healthcare went shizzle. Absolutely, darling. Yep, that's it right there. You just nailed it. It really did. And it's just, everything's a slippery slope right now. It truly, truly is. So I implore you, find out what your local politicians believe in. I say it all the time. I'm going to say it again. BIPOC women are not guinea pigs. Absolutely. Louisa, I love Debbie too. If you want to tag her in, she might have some things to say. And Dana, thank you for popping in tonight, darling. That's what the church did too. Why don't we have a feminine and masculine band? Oh, Dana, meet Deborah. Oh my gosh, you would love, love, love her live streams that she does. So, Deborah, please post that in there. My situation too was on a military base. Sarah, oh my word, goodness gracious. We went about how we should give you heroin and jerk you off for every medical issue, dude, to lobotomize rowdy girls, to how you're not even capable of handling. You are on it today, cousin. Thank you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, Louisa, thank you. Because I really want Debbie to share her post. It was so good. So we're going to get into the social justice piece of it. And here's my Hi, Brother Hefe. How are you, friend? Good to see you. I loved your post about your dog pooping. His dog has to walk like 15 minutes before he'll poop. Bless it. I know how that goes. All right, look at. Yeah, really, seriously. There's just the hysteria, hysterectomy, hysterical. Oh my God. And the dress code policies for schools. Oh my goodness. We are on a rant today, darlings. We got stuff to say. Whoa, my God. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. These spaghetti straps. Yeah. Yeah. This is really causing the problem. Teach your boys right. Stop. And also give the women the empowerment to not have to fall for that bullshit. We're getting there though. It's may not be in my lifetime and not with any of that. Oh yeah, thank you. That's a good point. Let's talk about that. The use of words. There are words, Deborah, awesome. I love that. That we need to be aware of. Louisa, we had this conversation last week. There are words that I'm filtering out because of AAVE, African American Vernacular English, that I don't want to appropriate. Jack, here we go. Let's get on that real quick. Yeah, hilarious works just fine. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God, these are so good. Choosing these different words. Yes. How about we teach boys not to be sleazebags, right? It can't be about being hysterical. As a woman, you start to lose. Oh my goodness. Y'all, please. These are such great points. We all know it. We've all been victims of that. Hi, darling. Randy is here, bringing your nice light brightness. Everybody here's light and bright. Words do have impact. So here's what I shared today. Let me give you a couple things. And I really, really liked this post. This one I posted later that night. This is a poem. I held an atlas in my lap and I ran my fingers across the world and whispered, "Where does it hurt?" And it answered, "Everywhere, everywhere, everywhere." That makes me fucking tear up. That's how I feel. That's how I felt. I did a post today and a couple of people were like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "It's the world. I'm fine. But my God, seriously, that made me friggin' tear up. Here is God, I love there are a couple of I love this. This is from Greta Thunberg. I love this one. Reasons why women have abortions. Personal choice, 60%. Not your concern, 10%. Mind your business, 8%. 22%. Fuck off. Hey, Kelly, how are you? I was just thinking about you. Please go follow Arlen. Arlen was here. I love her. I know that you follow her as well, Andy. She actually has a new download for her free mini mastermind. Her book, yeah, it's why am I just forgetting her last name? Arlen Hamilton, Arlan. Love her. Here is, let's see. This is from sincerely.letty, Lettie. Go follow her on Insta. So listen up, y'all, because we're going to change up our thinking on a few things, okay? If you're willing to follow me on this. In response to the dangerous and alarming abortion law in Texas, I keep seeing people, especially white women, referring to The Handmaid's Tale. Now, I'm just going to give you a quick backstory. I read The Handmaid's Tale when I was, I think, 20. So this was 1985. I think that was it. And I was terrified. Now, also, I grew up in a born again Christian cult, which was super fucking fun, in an abusive household. Also, a hoot. I'm being I'm being cutesy about it because you know how I feel. Anyway, and cousin, I can't even watch the show because it's so tough. But so I read that and I was terrified, but also terrified in that dystopian can't really happen. Well, not anymore. However, let me help you change your mind about this. Especially white women are using the term Handmaid's Tale. And she says, this is frustrating. Like the show, that action centers and focuses on white women and white feminism. It ignores the realities of Black women, especially as well as Indigenous women and women of color. Are you still with me on this? Because this is learning. I felt this in my heart. So again, it's focusing, and there's a lot of things that we don't see as a problem only until it's a problem for us. That's the first step. Is just like, oh, it's affecting me. Oh, this sucks. No. So next, in the United States, and these are true facts. Please, please, please be in the know about this. Black women are 3 to 4 times more likely to die from pregnancy-related causes. This is truth. And childbirth. And Black people had the highest infant mortality rate. Indigenous women, AAPI, meaning Asian American and Pacific Islander women, also have an elevated pregnancy-related mortality rate. Why? The Handmaid's Tale touches on none of these realities, so many have been screaming about for years. Please listen. I hope you're taking this in. Fictional tyrannical dystopias primarily portray white people being oppressed. It is easier for many to see their fight in these fictional white women instead of the realities that are clearly here and always have been. Now, don't at me because I know there are people of color in The Handmaid's Tale, but let's face it, the main character is a white woman. These fictional stories, like The Handmaid's Tale, are more palpable because the people who are suffering are white. Okay, don't get offended. Take this in, please. Yes, it's true. Like it or not, she says. The fictional metaphor wouldn't matter if the racist history of this country, specifically the brutalization of and sexual violence against Black women, didn't evolve into the racist present day. Listen. Again, the fictional metaphor wouldn't matter if whiteness wasn't whiteness. The fictional metaphor wouldn't matter if the issues rooted in racism and white supremacy mattered all along. Again, that is something on a stick. Please go follow her name. I love Wasserman Collective too, Wasserman. Yeah, India. Arlen was here, so Arlen Hamilton, please follow her. And sincerely.letty, Lettie. And if anybody wants to post that. Yes. You know what? Thank you, cousin. Please post some links in here too of books that you like. There's so many that are being passed along. Please do not buy anything from Aunt Beverly D'Angelo. I will dick slap you. Don't do that. You don't need to hear about a lived experience of a BIPOC brown black person from a white person, right? You're hearing me talk about it because I'm referring you to them. I'm not getting a book deal on it. Ugh. John Giovanni Preto, how are you, friend? You stepped into a feisty Friday with the Frenchie. The Frenchie's right here. I also love Ijeoma Olu. She just she just published a new book called Mediocre. Can you imagine? Can you imagine how that's going to be? Woo! Go follow Soledad O'Brien as well. I'm really digging her thing. Also just want to let you know that as of this year, I believe correctly that the children from Sandy Hook would be I believe seniors in high school. Let that sit on your heart. Just saying. Also, Texas does have a lot of garbage because of their new voter restrictive laws. This is why we can't just fall down the rabbit hole on the one thing. Again, I'm a 56-year-old woman who didn't have kids and clearly isn't going to, but that doesn't stop me from going, man, this ain't right. It's not. You think it is, but it's not, right? Yeah, so go follow Soledad. I love her. All right, here's what else is going on. Yeah, SB 8, that's the new ruling. Gun control, obviously, Texas has got a huge problem. Stop. Nobody wants your stop it. Nobody's taking your guns away. We just don't want you to have. We just want stricter laws. We want it. Somebody just told me a story. I'm not going to repeat it yet, but a story of somebody who was feeling suicidal, went drunk and they sold her a gun. Like, stop. I would love to dream about that. I don't even, yeah, without white supremacy, patriarchy, it's so sneaky. It's so sneaky once you start seeing how things are. Dr. B. Shabazz did a really great post the other day, and I adore her. Please go follow her. It's Barbara Shabazz, and it's Dr. B. Shabazz, and she did this lovely, I really love her a lot. She speaks from the heart as well. She says having COVID sucks. So again, it's Dr.B.S.H.A.B.A.Z.Z. A lot of you follow her already, but please go support her and comment and share. She had COVID last year, by the way. So she says having COVID sucks. Surviving COVID is a blessing. Having symptoms that linger months later is inconvenient and frustrating. So when my friend, an MD, suggested an infusion to boost my immunity, I took her advice. As I sat there receiving the treatment, I saw these. And then she has this image, Revive. So white woman in the image. Yeah, India. I can't even with that. And then another image. This is all sitting in the room, right? And Andy, you like this one. White woman, black man running, anti-aging. These are all, again, sitting there. You start to notice representation, right? So she says, not one black or brown image. As one person in our Have the Conversation group said, that's a group I'm in, it's also really troubling that these white people all conform to current stereotypes of the ideal standards of beauty and productivity, not to mention heteronormativity. Yeah, look that one up if you don't know that one. It's really good. Thin, able-bodied, very likely heterosexual. It's very pervasive. Listen, Dr. B puts it out there. If you present as ideal by Western standards, then you may not have recognized this type of thing as problematic because it's the norm. Please think about this as I'm saying this. Please, please, please don't get huffy. Take it in. It's so true. But if you're a person of color or a person who doesn't fit the status quo, you probably guess where I'm going with this from the beginning because we spend our lives looking for ourselves wherever we go. Man. Representation matters. Having an open door doesn't necessarily feel comfortable or welcoming when no one in the space looks like you. We need allies who will say something and decision makers who will notice these disparities and work to correct them. There we go. Yes, yes, yes. No, I did not get a new phone. No, I didn't get a new phone, honey. It's just my phone. So yes, please go follow her. I just adore her. I love, love, love her. So please follow her. Thank you for listening to that. Handmaid's Tale. Also, I'm seeing we do look for ourselves wherever we go. And guess what? People like you and I, our intersectionality, we have very, very few things that would, if you look up an intersectionality chart, I'll have the different things that, make you that either add or detract to what would be considered of having very, very few things in life that stop you. Jeff, I got to tell you, you are top of the food chain, bud. Hetero, white, male, right? The only thing that would be a detraction is age. Me, hetero, white, female. My detractor is I'm 56, right? That would be the only thing that would say, you're not as top of the food chain. So when you start adding these things, disability, your skin color, race, religion, how you present now, that's different from how you're born, who you're attracted to, y'all, this is all that I know you're working on it, buddy. You're aware of it. You're here. You're here and listening to it. Jack's here and listening to it. You know what I mean? Ooh, I'm sweaty. Sweaty Betty. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So, yeah, I mean, this is where you really need to pay attention. There's a lovely gal that did some training here, and I'm gonna post her links because she's up. It's a paywall. We had the city, no, the Arapahoe County did the training, and I just forgot her name, but I will throw that out there. All right, look at here's some good news. And then, oh, are you huffing and puffing too? Like mama? Hey, if you like this lovely jewelry, Threads Worldwide, this is a scratch, not a pick. Threads Worldwide is having a sale this weekend. You know how much I love them. They support artisans from around the world. And they this is from bone. I said recycled bone and Charlie's like, what, from a person? Um, but yeah, they have a Labor Day weekend sale. And god dang, they have cute stuff. Let me show you real quick. Here it is. I'm gonna put you. Oh, here's what I have to do. Yep, here they are. Look at all their cute stuff. All of these that I'm wearing are all uh from Threads Worldwide. They do have a program where you can become a socialpreneur partner. So direct sales, but cool. I just love them. Artisan partners. They have so many cool things. Let me see what my necklace is because I think you'll love it too. No, exactly. We got that wording too. Yeah, you're not a minority. That's right. Even though I said that, it's yeah. That's that I'm that wording is outdated, and there's a lot of things that people are using for that. All right, here's this one. It's the Talisman Necklace. I'm a work in progress too, y'all. I truly am. So the Talisman Necklace. This is made from India. India, you'll love that. It is upcycled bone necklace encased in brass. So I have the heart one that's like this. So um yeah, isn't that cool? Work gives them an income and a voice in their family and community. I mean, come on. It totally is. Oh my God. Like this group of supporting these artisans and they have this beautiful work and they're making money. I love this company so much. So that's Threads Worldwide and they're having a Labor Day weekend. Look who's in the house. Ayman, how are you? You feel like you're living the embodiment of the movie Jerk. I grew up a young Turkish or Middle Eastern boy from a bad part of town. I don't know what that means, but you crack me up. Yes, beautiful. Um, right? It's a name and soul's origin place. Yes, don't you love them? Love them. Oh my God, you totally wear that. No, no shade. Oh my God, all of that. Amen. Tell me what you're up to, by the way. You're killing me. Yeah, you always have something interesting to say. All right. How's it going over there? Are you guys in lockdown at all? Can I just say this? And some people may get their feelings hurt. Get the vaccine. Andy just shared a really good link. I'd sent it to her last night about somebody in the hospital. Get the vaccine. Get the vaccine. My name and in fact, most people in the part where everyone assumed I was. Yes. Did they really? Oh my gosh. Friend, I love that. Yeah, that is the nip from the jerk. Yeah. I know what you're saying. Good, doing good. No lockdown. We're massively. Thank you, friend. I'm so excited to hear that. Yeah, because please, folks, please. India's getting her booster tomorrow. Oh, I'm so excited for you, babe. That is awesome. All right, here's what's next. Good news. Man, I'm going to town today. That Elijah McClain's killers have been indicted. 32 counts. 32 counts. Now, here's why it's not celebratory because it shouldn't have happened. So you all know I live in Aurora, where Elijah McClain was murdered. And the counts came down on, I believe, on Wednesday. Maybe was it Wednesday? Maybe yesterday. So pretty much like 2 years and 2 days to the date of his death because he was alive for 5 years. I'm going to post a link for actually, if you guys will go on my page, I posted a link to a live stream from a local activist that I love named Brother Jeff, and he had Shanine McLean on there and her attorney. Shanine is Elijah's mom. And then they had a pretty good rant today too, which is that thank God for Phil Weiser, who's our state attorney general. I actually helped campaign for him. Yes, cousin, he was. He was lovely, delightful young man. I can't even watch the video. It is so hard to see. Any police brutality is just so it is violence porn. So I'm very careful about sharing it because I don't want to traumatize folks. But so so the hard thing is the city of Aurora is in 2 counties. So there was some confusion about that too. Um, oh no. So Emma, let me be clear. Let's back up because I'm not being a Nazi. You know this. We don't have perfect. If someone was to choose between a vaccine and life as normal, no vaccine but wearing masks, I agree. I agree. It's the people. I'm not talking about that, but thank you for the clarification. Wearing masks and responsible social distancing. It's the unvaccinated that are doing it because they've got some bullshit excuse, plus they're out in the public and they're not wearing masks. Delta variant loves that shit. But good clarification. Yes, and care. Thank you, friend. Yes, 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 yes. So anybody that's watching that, go look at Ammon's comment too, because I'm not being a Nazi, but what I'm sick of hearing are doctors that are like, "Oh my God, this person shouldn't even be in the hospital here. They just didn't believe in it." There's a lot of that. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know you have, hun. Thank you for that. Oh, you're saying, yeah, there really is. So, oh my God, people need to just, yeah, there's a lot out there. There is. I'm gonna leave it at that. Can't watch the video either. Um, but says India. So there's a lot of yeah, there's so much vitriol on that too. I lost my train of thought. Elijah McClain. So Phil Weiser is the state attorney general, and last June, our governor, which is Jared Polis, commissioned him. I don't know if that's the right word. Hold on. This goes with it. If you don't support a woman's right to choose an abortion, get the fucking vaccine. Life is life. Thank you, sis. Thank you. I really have really hard time that the stupid versus with the stupid, like the yelling about this, but then about this. I don't understand how your brain can even compute thinking about this as life and not thinking about this as being life saving. I can't. Anywho, so there's a lot of confusion here in Colorado because Governor Polis did say to Phil Weiser, thank God who won because he ran up against this George Brockler, who's complete garbage. And they basically were all like, not a problem. We brought in a third party expert who really happened to just be somebody that had worked for a lot of police stations or police departments around the state. So he really had no vested interest in coming in and saying, hey, do you need to press charges? So 5 of these officers have had jobs for the last 2 years. The only reason why the other one doesn't is because they got busted because they took pictures mocking his murder, and the current police chief now fired them for that. Yeah. This is also the same town where a police officer passed out drunk in his police car with it running and in gear in the middle of the road, and they somehow still did not fire this fucking guy. I can't. So that's where I live. How you like that? So it's crazy everywhere. Anyway, 32 counts, 32 counts. When they initially had said, we really don't have enough reason to press charges. And now a year and a half later, now COVID was part of it. A year and a half later, it took them that long, but 32 counts. It's just the start. It's just the start. Please, I'm going to post a link to the CPR, the Colorado Public Radio link with interview of Shanine McLean talking about what she's been through. The people really still kind of, they're just garbage. People are disgusting. That's why I did the meme day that folks are twats. And you'll love that one. People refusing rather than unable, aren't quite rational. I saw someone raving about not injecting unknown substances into her body. She had fucking Botox lips. Ah, I can't. Oh my goodness, I can't. And in the words of my cousin, ducking bullshit. Oh my word, folks are disgusting. All right, so that was good news about so far, and I used it was a positive start for Elijah McClain. Absolutely. One more thing that's interesting too, and then I'm gonna let you guys go. Oh, two more things. One, people have been using Taliban references like Taliban Texas, and there's another word, is it Sharia? Um, please don't do that because it's still demonizing anything uh Nation of Islam, and we got to stop doing that. Just say it what it is. KKK, white supremacy. So, can we not do that too? Thank you. Georgia, Jackie Johnson, garbage bell, ding, ding, ding. By the way, I get that phrase from True Crime Obsessed, which is one of my favorite podcasts. And they're like, oh, garbage bell, like when people are just gross. Um, mhm. Hi, it's a known poison. Thank you. I cannot get over that. I got to pull that back up, Ammon. I saw some raving about. I can't. Oh my word. Hi, Jocelyn. How are you, hun? Just tuning in. We've got 51 minutes so far of me ranting. It's been so good. We did bong breathe, and I'm going to pull one card for you all. But look up Jackie Johnson in Georgia. This garbage bell. Thank God. But I mean, also, y'all, it's a year and a half. So Ahmaud Arbery, who was killed by the two McMichaels that chased him down and killed him. Yes, they had so they those two guys, now there's three of them now that have been I gotta pull this up because y'all need to see this too. Uh the dad and the son, and then the guy that filmed it, they're going to trial. So this bitch here, oh my word. So she is a former prosecutor. Have you guys heard about this yet? Thank you, darling. It says it's a weekend, rant away. Jackie Johnson was indicted by a grand jury in Glynn County, Georgia, on charges of violation of oath of public office and obstruction and hindering a law enforcement officer. This one here. She showed favor and affection to one of the men now charged with killing him, and she directed police officers not to arrest another suspect. She was a former DA and had recused herself from the case from involving Mr. Arbery, a 25-year-old black man who was confronted by three white men while jogging through their neighborhood. She does look like a Karen. Yes. Was recorded by William Bryan, and then who filmed George McMichael and his son Travis for fatally shooting them. All of the three of them are charged with murder. So she's been charged with violation of oath of a public officer and obstruction and hindering a law enforcement officer. Yeah, she failed to treat he and his family with dignity by not disclosing that she had sought the assistance of another DA before recommending that he take over the case. She recused herself because George McMichael had worked in her office. She also knowingly and willfully directed two officers to not arrest Travis McMichael. Please, yes. Contrary to the laws of said state, our office is committed to ensuring those who are entrusted to serve are carrying out their duties ethically and honestly. All right. So, y'all, that to me is, again, yeah, I'm dancing. I'm dancing on this verdict or on this indictment, but I just rather not see it happen at all. Major obstruction. Thank you. Thank you, Em. It's not, it's rational truth. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Holly. How was your day? Holly went out today. She's with this group called it's the Parasol group, and they went out today. There are some kids that are being bullied, LGBTQ plus, and they went out as parents and kind of went and stood in as a protective group. And I really wish I could have made it. Please post a link to that. What are they called? All right, so that's my my thing. I also think it's funny that Joe Rogan says he has COVID, but now he's taking ivermectin and monoclonal. Ugh, I can't with him. Anyway, Parasol Patrol. Thank you. Oh my gosh, post a link to it, honey. That just looked just amazing. And there's some kids down in Castle Rock that are being bullied. Again, I hate that these are things that are happening, but I love that people like Holly in my community are really, really stepping up. Loving this live stream. I appreciate you too, sissy. Uh, oh my gosh. I love you so much. Rational truth is a lot like the vaccine. The same subgroup of people have no idea what is in it and so refuse to accept it. On that bright note, because that is some truth right there. I hope you guys. I feel catharsis. I do. And let's do a card from Sweet Ass Affirmations. She does look like a Karen, doesn't she, Andy? That's so funny. Cousin says it's not for humans, and it will seriously fuck up your innards. Right? Oh, I can't. I can't. On that note, y'all, this is you. You lead the best fucking life ever. You all do. You all do. Well, you should always live your best life. What happens if you lead others to discover their best lives too? Your energies and positive momentum combine into abundance tornadoes, ripping through and destroying Depression Avenue, Resistance City, and the almighty united procrastinations. Yeah. Doing what you love births the divine through you, and helping others discover what they love births divinity throughout the galaxy. Speaking of birthing, generosity always shakes the tree of prosperity. My goodness, you were born to lead the way, all of you. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, I know, India, darling. I do too, honey. You are in spirit. You'd be the rainbow all through Colorado. Yes, you would. Check out her group. You would love that. All right, I'm going to do one more. Cousin, I'm glad you like that. I am rooted to the tree of universal superpowers. Every creature on this planet is power-packed with its own magic. The chameleon can see 360 degrees around its own body. The Turritoposis Toposis jellyfish reverts to juvenile form after mating, creating an immortal cycle. Man, that he's like Benjamin Button of the ocean. The dung beetle can pull 10,000 times its body weight. Can I just talk to you about the dung beetle and then I'm going to go? I was fascinated by them when I was in Africa. These guys, man, they're just rolling a big ball of poop all the time, 1,000 times their body weight, getting shit done. Just saying. Shaggy ink cap mushrooms can push their way through asphalt. You are the master creator, capable of doing and being anything you wish, using the magic gifted to you by the universe. It's time to carpe that fucking diem. You and the universe sitting in a tree. Kissing. Torito like burrito, right? Torito, look at that. Torito sis. I got it. Egyptians did. They love their scarab. They look like the little dung beetle, man. I was fascinated. We were sitting in this beautiful, it's called the hide, where the elephants were like maybe 5 feet away from us. All of a sudden I was like, oh, look at that dung beetle. And Teratopsis. Ooh, I like that. Oh my God, that one was good. I will post a link to that. Okay, or I'll post a picture. I love you guys. I am gonna go sit outside. I'm spent when I do this. Woo, I give all at the office. So one more bong breathe. I'm so glad you guys are here. Jack, Ammon, I know Jeff is still here. Darling India, Holly, darling, thank you for that. We had Louisa, Deborah, Lioness. If you are still here, let's see who else. Yes, Deborah. Let's see a couple other names. Oh, and if you're still here, Sky, love you. Yes, Randy, if you're still Sarah, I love all of your energy. You guys are the best. So please keep commenting. I'm going to take a picture of this. We're going to bong breathe and we're going to get out of here. Hold it in just a little bit longer. Happy Labor Day weekend. What do you have planned? And then I'm going to get out of here. Kelly, if you're still here. Yeah. Get that out. Vagus nerve, whatever you need to do. Woosa. Have a lovely long weekend if you're here in the States. I am. Thank you. Enjoy the patio time, much needed. Yes, we'll see, honey. I am spent, man. I love you. Just keep sending me some good energy. Rosh Hashanah starts on Monday. Thank you. I saw that. So thank you, cousin. Thank you for that. Happy weekend. I love you. And that's it. Get it. We're gonna say bye. See you later, guys. Okay, thanks. Bye. Okay, bye. 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 Bye.